Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking.
good afternoon to you. We are glad you've joined us today for the Quincy Shootout, the 2024 edition of that. And Jack Hall, Damon Emmerich, John Hall alongside from the pit at Quincy, Notre Dame. Glad you've joined us for the broadcast today, and we hope you will sit back and enjoy the broadcast on Central Illinois Sports. Our first game is Chicago Curie, the Condors, and Michael Oliver, who were a little late arriving. They will take on Millard North Omaha, the Mustangs, and Michael Etzel-Miller is their head coach. We're going to take our first break of the day on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll come back and get you set for the night of broadcasting on Central Illinois Sports. Glad you've joined us from Quincy, Illinois. It's the Quincy Shootout.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Locations in Pittsfield, Berry, and Liberty, Illinois. Hannibal, Missouri, here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Their friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Damon Emmerich, Jack Hall, John Hall alongside, and we'll have 4 games coming your way from the Quincy Notre Dame pit. There are 4 more games going on at Quincy High School right now, and you get all 17 games because you have subscribed to Central Illinois Sports and the Quincy Shootout. Our lineup tonight here at Quincy Notre Dame is Millard North versus Chicago Curie at 5:30 or thereabouts now. Father Tolton will take on Huntington Express Prep. At 7 o'clock, the host team, Quincy Notre Dame, takes on Principia of St. Louis, and Lee's Summit West will play Chicago Simeon at around 8:30 or so. But we'll be a little late because Curie was a little bit late arriving. And Damon Emmerich, that's got to be a little different for a bunch of high school kids. They get on a chartered bus. They're expecting to play at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And now things are kind of a rush for them.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a different schedule for them. Of course, most of these high school kids are not accustomed to playing at 4 o'clock in the afternoon either. So, but as they have to do, overcome and adapt. And that's what Curie's going to have to look to do here, as they're going to be facing a tough Millard North team who comes into this contest with a record of 11-1.
When you take a look at a team from Nebraska and a team from Chicago, the likelihood is they're not going to meet up most of the time unless they are in one of these premier shootouts. And Eric Stratman and his gang has put this on for quite a few years now, and it is an economic boost for the Quincy area.
Yeah, and they run a first-class operation. And, you know, we talked to Eric Stratman in preseason here, just in making preparations for broadcasting this, and he talked about how he's got teams and players that have previously played here that are reaching out, wanting to find a way to get their teams back to this, because it's an environment that even though these guys are playing top-level basketball, you got some top Division I talent, the West Central Illinois area is just passionate about basketball, and the city of Quincy especially. And these kids love the crowds that they get to play in front of. They love the environment that they get to be part of even when they're not out on the floor. It's just something that fans need to experience firsthand. And this Quincy Shootout and the folks that put it on, they run a first-class operation here.
We were over at Blue Devil Gymnasium getting things set up for the camera and a few extra cameras and things we'll use there, as we'll be there for 9 games tomorrow, also starting at 9 o'clock in the morning. At Quincy High School tonight, it's Wasatch Academy taking on I School of Louisville. Link Academy will play at 5:30 against Oak Cliff Faith Family. At 7 o'clock, the host school, Quincy High School, takes on Geneseo in a Western Big Six contest. And at 8:30, it's, how do you say it, Ihotep? Ematep Charter versus Chaminade of the St. Louis area. As we took a look at that gymnasium, though, Tim Hull, my grandson, was helping set up, and he pointed down at the big board that they have for Blue Devil Gymnasium, and he said, Papa, he said, you know, we've won a lot of games in Pittsfield where I go to school, but look, since 07, Quincy High School's won 2,121 games. I said, Tim, that's 1907, not 2007. Think about how many you'd have to win a year to do that. But it just shows the longevity of Centralia, Illinois, Collinsville, Illinois, Quincy High School, and Pittsfield, Illinois, some of the top teams in Illinois. These teams are going to come from all over the country, but that's what makes it exciting. You come to Blue Devil Gym or the Quincy Notre Dame Pit, they're pretty nice facilities, and we're blessed to have them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Jack, you know, you've been around the game of basketball in the state of Illinois for a few years longer than I have, but when you think basketball and you think some of the top players in the nation on an annual basis, it's hard to not think Illinois as one of the first states when you're talking premier basketball. Obviously, everybody thinks Chicago, but you just named a few of them off. Centralia down in southern Illinois, Quincy here in west central Illinois. Those are the mecca of high school basketball.
And when you think about, we played 2-class basketball from 72 on after a 1-class system where we saw the Galesburgs and the Quincy's competing every year and really going after some things. But when you think about places like the Jacksonville Bowl, Fletcher Arena there at Collinsville, Centralia's Gymnasium, where the Orphans play, those are places that people dream about. And, you know, it's funny, we've had a couple of small schools in the area that went and played at like the old Hickory Gym and how fun that was. But it's that much fun for these kids coming from other places and getting to return here to play top competition.
Well, absolutely. And you hear every year that we've been around this Quincy Shootout, not just while we've been broadcasting, but while we've been here as fans. And these kids, they love to be at Blue Devil Gymnasium when Quincy High is about to play, because that is an experience in and of itself, their starting lineup and seeing everything that revolves around that. But just the passion that people have. We'll see full gymnasiums here tonight. We'll see a full gymnasium throughout the day tomorrow at Quincy High. And it's just people that love the game of basketball. And where else are you going to get a better buy for your money to get into these gyms?
Well, to tell you about Central Illinois sports, it's something that started about 12 or 14 years ago in streaming on the internet. A lot of us come from a radio background of broadcasting, but we knew people wanted to be able to see the game too. And with COVID, it kind of really brought a new sense of things. My two oldest sons, John and Charlie Hull, are the people who own that business and have created it. The old dad's along for the ride. Damon, you've been a good friend for a long time. We are a family of broadcasters. Brian Shoemaker on the other side. My grandsons get involved. My wife gets involved. Everybody in the family. So we're glad you paid your $9.99 to be able to watch 17 games. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Locations in Pittsfield, Berry, and Liberty, Illinois, and Hannibal, Missouri. We'll take a break, waiting for Curie to get to the field, to the court, so we can have Millard and Curie competing here on Central Illinois Sports in the 2021 version of the Quincy Shootout.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cashcom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
You're getting thirsty, bold, refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Glad you are alongside today as we await Curie to come to the floor and help us get things rolling here in our 4 games from the Quincy Notre Dame pit. John Hull and myself, Jack Hull alongside right now. Damon Emery checking on some starters for us for Curie. But, John, as we take a look at things, we do have a premier player on one of these teams looking to go to the big show. Tell us a little bit about that young man.
Carlos Harris, the 6'2 senior for Chicago Curie, is a signed commitment to the University of Illinois at Chicago. So that is a Division I program, obviously, and that will be, definitely a big-time player to watch in this game.
We do see some of the Curie players starting to work out on the floor, and we're about 9 minutes away on the clock from the starting lineups and the play-by-play. I want to welcome a longtime listener and guy, Denny Hull, who's watching on the air, and so he's watching probably that Quincy Blue Devil gymnasium broadcast right now as they've got a live game going on with Wasatch Academy and the I School of Louisville. But Curie on the court now, and we're looking forward to getting to see these young men. John, when you think about driving all the way down from Chicago to West Central Illinois, that's a pretty good trip for these young people.
It is, Jack, but most of these schools are pretty used to traveling around. They play some games in their area too, obviously, but they travel around and play in a lot of these shootout type things. Travel kind of across the country, a lot of them, and play in some tournaments at the holidays, some tournaments to start. And definitely a distance, but probably not a brand new thing for them.
We're glad to have Central State Bank alongside helping us bring you the broadcast, one of our corporate sponsors today. And we are so glad you have joined us too. We'll take a break on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show as we get ready for basketball between Curie and Millard from Omaha, Nebraska. More comes your way after these.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the beautiful and historic city that is Pittsfield, Illinois, a community that feels like home.
Home to over 4,000 residents, a progressive and growing community serves as an amazing place to live, learn, work, and play. With civic, charitable, family, and recreational activities available, you'll never be bored here. Attend an event or festival. Play some disc golf on our new championship course. Spend the day fishing, or even catch a Civil War reenactment. As a community driven by success, Pittsfield provides numerous incentives to assist citizens and local businesses. Our goal in Pittsfield is to truly advance and prosper. Staying healthy is made easy here, with access to doctors, dentists, and other medical specialists throughout the community. People come to Pittsfield for a variety of reasons: stately historical homes, an abundance of natural resources, hunting, scenic areas along the Illinois and Mississippi rivers, festivals, recreational opportunities, and much more. People stay in Pittsfield simply because life here is great. Picture yourself in Pittsfield today.
Hey, it's the start of the new year, and is one of your New Year's resolutions in order to make your dollar stretch further? Then you don't want to miss the Dollar Day sale at your local Farm Home Supply running January 5th through the 14th. Here's some of the hottest deals. Get $15 off all Wrangler Retro Denim. We'll give you a free $15 gift card when you purchase any 30-pound or more Purina Pro Plan dog food. Tide Simply Laundry Detergent is only $8. Need a heater? Our most popular milk house heater is only $17. See all the deals and much more right now at farmandhomesupply.com.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777. It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams counties. Call 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Schumann and Emily Matthews at Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Is predator hunting your thing? Game Masters has you covered. We have way more than just deer and turkey hunting gear, safes, clothes, and gifts. Come check out our predator guns, calls, decoys, lights, traps, binoculars, bipods, tripods, and shooting sticks. Don't forget your thermal and night vision, rifle scopes, trapping equipment, and supplies. Whether your next game pursuit is big or small, runs or flies, Game Masters has what you need to get the job done. We're passionate about the outdoors.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, and locations in Liberty, Pittsfield, and Barry, Illinois, and Hannibal, Missouri. You know, you can go to greatriversbank.bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. If you'd like to know more about them, go to greatriversbank.bank. And Damon Emmerich is one of their lenders. And Damon, glad to have you alongside. Thanks for getting out. But, you know, we had to find a banker because we had to find somebody who could get out of work early.
Yeah, full-time banker, part-time broadcaster. Always fun to be here. Always fun to take the abuse from you, Jack. I've never returned that. So, no, it's a great event here, and we've been fortunate year two for Central Illinois Sports to be carrying the Quincy Shootout here, and what a great opportunity for us. You know, for me to get out of work early, I'll take that any chance I can get. But to see first-class basketball here and, you know, taking us a little bit longer than what we thought to get things rolling here on this game 1 of 4 here at the Pit, but it's going to be a fun weekend. It'll be a long weekend, but we appreciate everybody who spent their money to tune in and watch here today, and we think you're going to be more than pleased with the return you get over these 17 games in 2 days.
Then you can go back and watch them again as long as you're subscribed to the channel. And the Quincy Shootout, you can watch those games throughout the year and be able to pick up a lot of other things we do. Do a lot of local sports around this part of the state, too, and a lot of that you're able to join us for. We also are the exclusive network for the Illinois Elementary School Association, and in February, we'll have another 32 basketball games coming your way on a Saturday in the first weekend, I believe, in February, and then that next Thursday for the 7th grade championships, and then the 8th grade there also, along with this shootout and many other things in postseason basketball too. Well, as we take a look at Chicago Curie, John told us a little bit about Carlos Harris III, him going to the University of Illinois at Chicago. He's a 6'2 senior. He'll be in that starting lineup today with Will Gonzalez, who is a 6'6 senior. Also in the starting lineup is Christian Brockett, the 6'2 senior, a 6'6 senior again in Tavion Collier, and a 6-footer, a senior in Mason Minor. So Minor and Collier, along with Brockett, Harris III, and Gonzalez for the Condors of Chicago Curie, head coach Michael Oliver. Assistants Larry Wallace, Ty Bullock, and Gabriel Taylor. And then on the other side, Millard North Omaha, the Mustangs, Michael Insel Miller is their head coach. They have a long list of assistants in Andy Hahn, Mitch Moser, Nick Moyer, Brett Porter, Jim Edwards, Seth McClurkin, Daryl Nelson, and Brett Porter. Their starters will be Grant Urbanic. He is a 6'2 senior, and also in the starting lineup, a 6'3 senior in Elijah Gath. Is that we came up with?
Gath.
Gath, that's right, Gath. I want to get that right for you because we talked to
Math with
Gath.
a G.
Yep. Also in the starting lineup is Camden Moniz. He's a 6'3 senior, a 6'5 junior in Derek Rollins, also in that starting lineup. So Rollins along with Moniz, Gath like math, and Urbanic, and I'm missing the 5th starter here.
So we'll have Urbanic, Gath, Mosser, Moniz, and Derek Rollins.
Neil Mosser is the 6'3 senior in that starting lineup. Millard will be the starter of the home team today, and Curie will be the visiting team on the scoreboard. And right off the bat, I look at and go, this is going to be fun. The old red-green colorblind broadcaster with black uniforms with red numbers for Curie, so I'll do my very best to be able to pick up these kids as they have their backs to me. It's kind of tough to pick them up from the front, but you guys will help me along as we get to know the young people here. The starting lineups are brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. Your local Farm and Home Supply has snacks and hoodies, power tools, lawn chairs, all the things for snow removal like salt, shovels, snow blowers, tractors, and more. Our starting lineups brought to you by Farm and Home Supply. We'll take our final break. Get ready for the jump ball. It's coming your way right after this. 30 seconds.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy...
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Well, they got the jump ball started early and no good on the three-point shot coming one way. On the other way, it's Minor with the basketball, top of the key. He works the ball over to the left side. That's to Brockett. Back top of the key now to Harris. Harris from the elbow, up and good for our first two of the ball game. And we are playing a 35-second clock. We want you to know that. 2-0 Curie in the early going here. Millard with a full court pressure against them has Mosser. He gets the ball deep in the corner, gets it back out top of the key. Now he'll leave it off on the left-hand side. That's Rollins trying to answer with the three. The tip is no good, and the rebound controlled by Curie. They get it deep in the corner. A two-pointer up on the line, no good. Rebound Urbanic the other way, and here comes Millard with the ball at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter of play. Urbanic with the ball. He works it top of the key now to Gath. Now a three-pointer on the left-hand side. That's Mosser, and he gives his team the lead change, a 3-2 lead for Millard, North Omaha, the Mustangs. Curry with the basketball on the left-hand side. That's Minor with it. Works it back top of the key. They'll rotate the ball around behind the arc, try to get it down low to the big man. Little hook shot up, no good. Urbanic with the rebound, and will go the other way. It'll be Gath with it now. Has the ball knocked away, has to recover. Long pass cross court. Gets the ball to Mosser, who hit the tray a little bit ago. Bouncing it down low to Monet. Has trouble with it, loses the footing, but recovers. Gath back out top of the key. He'll work it over to Mosser. Now down low, scoop shot up and good on the play. And the basket is up by Monet. And Monet's got two, and we've got a 5-2 lead for Millard. Here comes Curry trying to answer. 18-1 on the season is this Curry squad. Three-pointer the other way. Gonzalez trying to answer. Air ball recovered by Urbanic. He'll leave the ball off to Rollins, and here comes the Mustangs the other way. Long three-pointer from about 22 won't fall. Rebound Curry. Wanting to run. Have a little 3-on-3. Looking back, left elbow. Shot up and good. That shot up by Carlos Harris III, and Harris cuts it down to a 5-4 lead in the early going on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Millard has the ball. It's Urbanic on the right side. Throws it deep in the corner. Looks down low on the bounce. Trying to work a little play down low. Back up and shot is no good. Curry with the board again. And at the half-court line, a little bit of pressure, but spinning away from it deep in the corner is Curry with it. Trying to pick up those numbers. I think that was Harris down in the corner. Gets it down to the big man. A little post move. A little fly away. Can't get it to fall. And that was by Collier. And the rebound comes off to Millard. Millard top of the key. That's Rollins with it. He'll hand it off to the guard out front in Gath. Working left-hand side. Throws it deep in the corner. Up from 19-9. Will not fall. Rebound comes away the other way to Collier. Tavion Collier gets the board and leaves it off to a guard who wants to run coast to coast. Shot up, count it, and we will go for the point after.
The man is number 2 there.
Harris with the bucket for the Condors. He's got all 6 of their points, and he was fouled on the shot by Camden Moniz. That's Moniz's first team foul number 1 against Millard North. At the line, Carlos Harris gave us our second lead change of the ball game. Free throw for him is off the back of the iron, no good. Derek Rollins with his second board.
Rollins clears the ball off to Gath. Now he'll throw it over on the right-hand side to Mosser. Mosser looks down low against the man-to-man of Curry. They are long out front. Little move, right side, little floater up. Pass off, good handoff to Rollins. And Rollins puts the shot up, and we've got another lead change, a 7-6 lead for Millard. Here comes Curry the other way with the ball. Is that Harris on the top? Guys, you got to help me with that number.
That was Brockett.
Brockett. As I try to pick up those numbers, and I apologize to you, we'll get them in a minute as we get to know the young men.
Harris with the
Harris
basketball.
with the ball, tries a little shot. It's partially blocked, and the rebound comes off the other way to Monet. Coast to coast, shot up and good by Gath, who we saw a year ago, and he goes straight to the bucket and makes it a 9-6 game. 11-1 is Millard, and Curry 18-1, so each team only experiencing one loss so far this season. 3:35 left first quarter, 25 on the shot clock. We'll talk about that 35-second clock that we do not see a lot during the season, but they use the shootout. Now a 3 up, will not fall. Rebound Gath the other way. Throws it away, a turnover against Millard. Now a long pass down low. With a rocker step is Brockett. Couldn't find anything. Driving to the basket is Minor, but he has to move it back out to Gonzalez. Works on the right-hand side. Now left-hand side, Harris gets a touch. Down low, they get to the big man. A little move up, off the window and good. That's Collier. Tavion Collier gives us a 9-8 ball game now with Millard in the lead, but trailing by 1. A 3 the other way, and the answer is good by Mosser. And Neil Mosser finds the mark for the second time tonight, their biggest lead of the ball game at 12-8 with 2:45 left in the first quarter. Do have that scoreboard on there for you. Usually have a clock, but a little bit of problem trying to pick up a clock here, but you can see it above us a little bit on the backboard clock, I should say. Down to 14 on the clock. It's Gonzalez with it. Works it back, top of the key. Little right elbow shot short. Trying to get the ball was Minor, but the ball's knocked out of bounds. Actually, that was Collier. It'll remain Curry ball. but the shot clock will not reset, and they've only got 2 seconds to get this shot off.
Let a few extra seconds run off the clock there after the ball went out of bounds.
Looking is Curie. Quickly shot up, and it does not hit the rim. Shot clock violation. It'll go the way of Millard. As first one of those we've seen tonight. 2:10 left in the quarter, and they're trying to learn that shot clock. We've talked about that a little bit and how hard that could be. Major Mosser, the 6'6 sophomore, into the game for the first time. So couple of Mossers on the court.
Derek Dowdle into the ball game for the first time for the Condors as Minor takes a seat.
Tell you what, that's a long sophomore out there planting himself in the corner for this Millard bunch. Back out top of the key now, that's Rollins. Rollins trying to work right side. What to this Millard team is not backing down at all. Down low, breaking open, and the little stuff by Rollins gives his team a 14-8 lead at the minute 45 mark of the first quarter. Here comes Curie the other way. You got to wonder if it's hurt them a little bit. Dowd will try something. Now gets it over on the left-hand side. Harris looks down low to the big man in Collier. A little move down low, and he will be called for the offensive foul on the hook, Damon.
It'll be Collier's first. It will be the first foul of the ball game against the Condors, as we'll see Gath check back in for the Mustangs. Mosser will take a seat, and for the Condors, Collier will take a seat as Rashad Wilson is into the ballgame for the first time for the Condors. Wilson is the 6'3 junior.
We sing Getting to Know You a little bit. Urbanic with the ball, top of the key. That's Grant Urbanic, the 6'2 senior. Leaves it off to Gath, who's really an effective player. Out front, back up three, won't fall. Rebound Curie the other way. Wanting to run down low, that is Brockett. Has to control the ball, leaves it back to his teammate, gets it back top of the key. Working left-hand side, Brockett gets it back for the three from 19-9, and he drains it. That'll make it a 14-11 game as Curie, with under a minute left, has cut it to three here in the first quarter on Central Illinois Sports. With the ball is Elijah Gath. He'll hand it off to the sophomore, Major Mosser. Now gets the ball to Amara Rahman. Is that how you would say that?
Amari Rahman.
Down low, nice move. Rollins tries to make something happen, but he's called for steps and a turnover against Millard. That'll give Curie a chance to cut it to one or maybe tie it up with a three with 37 seconds left in the quarter.
Three lead changes thus far in the ballgame have yet to have a tie, as it'll be Brockett with the basketball for the Condors.
Brockett's a very versatile player in Christian Brockett. Down low, a little push. No call on the play. Rebound comes off Rollins the other way. Looking to run with 23 seconds left. Mosser, corner, finds the man in Urbanic. Looking for Gath, trying to get that playmaker involved. Now they'll get it to Mosser in the corner. Back out top of the key, Rahman. Right side, Rollins, thought about the three. Gath breaks down low, wanted to dunk, couldn't find it. Misses it off the rim. Rebound comes off the other way, and with 2.7 seconds left, Curie will give it back up to Millard, with Millard leading 14-11.
Mosser back into the ballgame for the Mustangs. It's Neil Mosser as Urbanic takes a seat.
Need a quick shot here if you're Millard. Got too many guys on the court.
Well, Oliver checked into the ballgame, but they wasn't quite sure which scores table to go to, as there are a few scores tables down low.
Trying to get it in now quickly. Will they get the shot off with no time left? They will count it. Count the shot as Gath finds the distance. It makes it a 17-11 first quarter lead for Millard. We take a break. Second quarter play-by-play comes your way on Central Illinois Sports.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our three friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Timely application of crop nutrients based on soil test results and the individual yield goals is the focus of the agronomy team at Logan Agri-Service, Inc. Logan Ag delivers anhydrous ammonia, dry fertilizer, UAN, liquid starter, and our lineup of Logan Agri-Yield micronutrients direct from us to your field. Striving to get the right fertilizer products at the right place in the right field at the right time, that's Logan Agri-Service. For fertilizer and application services, call 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Curry's coach was not happy with that shot at the end of the quarter as the clock seemed to be a little bit late there, and a missed shot by Curry. Rebound comes off the other way. That's to Mosser. They get it deep in the corner. Gath finds his teammate on the other side with a long three. That was Rollins. He couldn't get it to fall, and here comes Curry the other way. We'll try to set their team for you in just a minute, and might need a little help.
Gonzalez and Harris. Gonzalez puts up the shot. It's going to rim out no good. Gath with the rebound for the Mustangs.
Gath will rebound, working on the right side, coast to coast. A lot of contact, no call on the play. Back out to the sophomore in Major Mosser. Leaves it off to Rahman. Rahman gets the ball to Rollins. Might have got a little extra step, but he puts it on the backboard. It's going to be good. Count the bucket, and a foul against Curry.
Carlos Harris will be whistled for his first foul of the quarter. Derek Rollins at the line for the Mustangs. His bucket right there gave his team their largest lead of the contest at 8. And one attempt is on the way, and it is good. Give Rollins 7 points. And it's now a 20-11 ball game in favor of the Mustangs.
Rollins is going to sit down. Brockett will bring the ball across the timeline in the big Q&D here at the pit. On the left-hand side is Rashad Wilson. He'll leave it back out top of the key to Dowdle. Now handed off on the left-hand side, trying to make a move, losing the footing. Ball loose on the floor, still loose. And we're going to have a jump ball. And on
we're going to have
a timeout. And that timeout will be an Adams Network timeout, Adams Fiber timeout on the court. Top-notch local computer sales and service. We're back with more after these.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
6:52 left in the half on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. A 20-11 lead for this squad from Millard, and Millard's really been impressive. Curry's got to fight back here. They're looking to get the ball in, out top of the key. Now leaves it off left-hand side. That's to Brockett. Tries to get it down low. And now Brockett from about 20 won't get it to fall, and the rebound comes off the other way to Rahman. Rahman with the basketball, bouncing down low, throws it away. A turnover comes the way of Millard, but it'll be turned over the other way as Mossard steps in to the passing lane. 3 out on the right-hand side by Gath, and Gath is a deadly shooter. Gives his team that 23-11 lead, their biggest of the ball game of 12, and they are having it their way. In the corner and playing good defense is also this squad as Mulberry steps inside. Shot down low, won't fall, but Mulberry with the offensive putback, and the bleeding keeps going here with the 25-11 lead in the first half of play. 6:25 left in the half. And boy, I tell you, this Millard bunch came to play today, didn't they, Damon?
Yeah, they've been really impressive here thus far in the first 10 minutes of the game, as we'll see Rashad Wilson step up and take a long three and nail it for Chicago Curie to help put an end to the big run there by Millard North.
25-14, the lead for Millard, and Millard North, the Mustangs, are having it their way. Now they try the answer the other way. It won't fall, and on the rebound, there's going to be a foul, and that's going to go against Major Mossler.
Here, little Jack. Major Mossler will be whistled for his first foul of the quarter against the Mustangs. And
you know, if you got to say Major Mossler a lot of times, we're going to have a little trouble there. We're going to have to work on that, buddy.
Say that 3 times fast, and it's just game 1 of 4, Jack.
Yep, a lot of basketball coming your way. 8 games today. You're watching them all on Central Illinois Sports. Thank you for joining us, and tell your friends how they can subscribe too. Here comes Curry the other way, walking across the timeline. Trying to pick up those numbers, I am. And is that Oliver on that right side?
That's Michael Oliver Jr. It is. And now Harris with the basketball.
Harris with it, top of the key. He's the guy that lots of people are looking at. He pulls up from 22. In and out, it won't fall. Rebound comes off to Derek Rollins the other way, and Rollins has really showed us a lot today.
Rollins with 5 boards thus far in the first half.
5:30 left in the half, 25-14, the Millard lead. Gath goes to the basket, and he just takes it up off the window and puts it in. Another 2 for him, 27-14, and Gath is one somebody ought to be taking a look at. An answer the other way comes from Harris III. He makes it 2. It makes it a 27-16 game, and now Millard not looking at it, and here comes the Condors the other way, quickly off the glass, and good is Harris with another 2.
The Condors are going to pick up length of the floor to go.
Well, when you fall behind like that, you just about don't have a choice right now.
Got to find a way to get your guys just a little bit more explosive here, as Rollins will take the long 3 for the Mustangs, and he gets that to go. Give him 10, and it's back out to a 12-point Mustangs lead.
Those ribs help you shoot if you come from Omaha. The other way is shot up no good by Curie. That was by Wilson. Now the ball taken away, and here come the Condors. Wilson up and good. Rashad Wilson, the 6'3 junior, makes the bucket. Fouled on the play, and he'll get the extra one, and that'll cut into the lead, make it a 30-20 ball game.
Rollins has whistled for his first team foul number 2 of the quarter, as Gosser and Major Mosser will take a seat, as Rahman and Urbanik back in for the Mustangs. Rashad Wilson at the line for Curie. His team trailing 30-20. Wilson looking to complete the and one. His shot attempt is good.
I want to tell you about Sheila Davidsmeyer and Northwestern Mutual providing the replays today. That's where it's coming from. Sheila Davidsmeyer, your Northwestern Mutual financial assistant, for all the replays today. Hope you're enjoying those also on Central Illinois Sports. With the ball for Millard. On the left side is Neil Mosser. Now back out is Rollins for the 3. It won't fall. Long rebound. Nice job by Curie. Wanting to run down low is Oliver. He'll bring it back out front and reset. Gets the ball to Harris. Harris back in the corner for a 3. Up and good by Oliver Jr. Michael Oliver Jr. for a tray. The 5'10 man, and now it's back to a 6-point game at the 3:45 mark. Here comes Millard the other way trying to answer, but really a nice job by Curie fighting back. Long step down low, and a foul on the floor will be whistled against Curie.
Foul's going to be whistled against Michael Oliver Jr. That'll be his first, second team foul of the quarter. So the Condors trailed by as many as 14. Right now that deficit is at 6, as Millard leads by a score of 30-24, as Rahman will inbound the basketball for Millard North.
Neil Mosser works it right side into the double team. Going to be fouled on the play on the floor. A lot of conversation coming away from the Curie coach right now, trying to get a little bit of something.
DeJon Jackson will be whistled for his first. That's team foul number 3.
Hope you're enjoying the broadcast today on Central Illinois Sports. You're here. You can be here for all 17 games, and you can put picture in the picture on your TV if you want. Watch 2 of them at the same time. Rollins with it, works it down low, back out top of the key. Now for a 3. It is drained by Neil Mosser, the 6'3 senior, and it's a 33-24 9-point lead on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Mosser's knocked down 3 threes in this first half.
Harris Jr. trying to get something to happen, and he's going to be called for carrying the ball and a turnover against Curie. Into the game will come Brockett, and he will sit down. Was going to sit down Wilson, but I think Hayes, is it that they said?
No, so DeJon Jackson will take a seat. And on the other side, we see Elijah Gath check back in, as Rahman will take a seat for the Mustangs.
So Elijah Gath is a guy you got to watch all the time. Trying to thread the needle with that pass. It wouldn't fall down low. Monet with it. Ball loose on the floor. Nice job by both teams getting down after it. 3:01 left in the half, 23 on the shot clock. It'll remain the way of Millard North Omaha. The Mustangs under Michael Etzmiller.
Have a timeout on the floor, and Adams Network timeout. We'll take it to Millard North 33, Chicago Curie 24. We're back in 30 seconds.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Welcome you back on Central Illinois Sports. 3:01 left in the half here in the first half of a game 1 of 4 coming your way from the Quincy Notre Dame pit. 33-24, the Millard North Omaha lead. The Mustangs lead Chicago Curie's Condors. Both teams with only 1 loss in the season. But even though Millard's only played 12 games, they look really sharp in this first half. Curie on the other side really did a nice job fighting back in this game after having that big deficit.
Yeah, they've trailed by as many as 14, trailing by 9 right now. Mustangs really shooting the ball well from behind the three-point line as they're 6 of 14 thus far in the first half.
Ball comes back across the middle. That's Urbanik. Now Rollins drives a 3. It won't fall. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Curie basketball with 2:48 left in the half. And the shot clock back to 35. Playing that 35-second shot clock. And here, I don't think you'll need it as much. We saw it in some of the smaller school games. Really didn't make a lot of difference. In fact, teams were making some bad decisions on shots. Corner, 3, Wilson, up, won't fall. Rebound comes off to Neil Mosser the other way. He'll leave it to Gath. Gath working a little coast to coast off the window. Nobody stops him, and he's got a finger roll for another 2.
Gath's got a dozen.
35-24, 2:25 left in the half, and the shot blocked out of bounds by Monet and Rollins as they teamed up to knock that one out. Here comes the substitute into the game. That will be for Curie, Mason Minor. Also into the game, Will Gonzalez back in. Both of those guys were in the starting lineup.
Wilson takes a seat along with Michael Oliver Jr. for the Condors.
Looking to get the ball in on the right-hand side, hand it back to Harris. Harris trying to put a little move on here, and the double team throws out of it. Right side, Gonzalez for the tray. It's good. 2:10 left in the half. A 35-27 8-point lead on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Rollins is versatile. Now out front, long 3. Holy cow, that was from 25. Might have been NBA distance. Quickly the other way. Curie tries to throw it down low, and that bullet pass was just more than the man can handle. And Harris, the third, will throw it out of bounds on the turnover.
Jack Goodwin into the ballgame for the Mustangs. I believe that's the first time we've seen him in this one as Neil Mosser takes a seat.
When you're trying to cut back into that 8-point lead, you can ill afford to throw the ball away when you're working that hard. Here comes Oliver Jr. back into the game.
And Minor takes a seat for the Condors.
So Minor was only in there for about 15 seconds that time. 1:39 and counting left in the first half. Across the timeline is Gath on the right side now. Free throw line, little shuffle step. Leaves the ball off on the right side. Urbanik back to Gath. He flies down low, finds a man open. Rollins thought about the 3, couldn't find it. Gath got it back, and he'll back it back out with 1:19. Now he'll go strong to the bucket, leave it off on the right-hand side. They'll cross-court it to Monet. Left-hand side, Goodwin with the runner, won't fall. Rollins tries to tip, can't get it to fall. Catches, puts it back up. Offensive put back, a bucket, and a 37-27 lead. He'll get the and one, the Band-Aid after.
Michael Oliver Jr. will be whistled for his second. 4th foul against the Condors. Derek Rollins at the line. He's got 12 points and 7 rebounds here in the first half, looking to complete his second and one of the half. Unable to do so as that rebound will come down into the hands of Will Gonzalez for the Condors, and he'll quickly push into the front court.
Leaves it off in the corner. Can't find anything there. Now long cross-court pass comes away of Oliver. Tries the 3 and gets the same result. It's good. 37-30, 50 seconds left in the half. Right-hand side, here comes Millard North across the middle. Can't find an opening. Quick ball movement all the way around. Goodwin throws it back out to Rollins. Now top of the key, that's Monet for the tray. It won't fall. Rebound, Gath back up on the offensive putback. And the offensive boards have been a difference maker. 41-30, 25 seconds left in the half. Curie with the basketball.
Shot clock is off if the Condors want to hold for the last shot.
Trailing by 11. They cut it down to 5 or 6 moments ago, but this Millard bunch will score quickly on you. Down to 12, 11-10. Straight to the basket, no stop. High archer will not fall. Rebound comes off the other way. Gath finds Goodwin. Coast to coast, window won't fall. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs. It'll go the way of the Condors, but they've only got 1.4 seconds left to get a shot off.
We'll see Mosser check back in as Goodwin will take a seat for the Mustangs.
And Curie will have the inbound. Who's the man inbounding down there?
Looks like Brockett will be the inbound man for the Condors.
See if they want to get it to Harris. No, Gonzalez at the half-court line. Shot up, off the back of the rim, no good. We played a half of basketball here at the pit at Quincy Notre Dame. Our score at halftime, Millard North Omaha, the Mustangs, 39. Chicago Curie's Condors, 30. We're back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show on Central Illinois Sports with more after these.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy. Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Press Yours on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire. Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Well, the guys may have told you already, but 39-30 as we got the final point total of the first half kind of taken care of there, Damon.
Yeah, taking a look at the rest of the stats for them the first half here. First off, for the Condors of Chicago Curie, they have trailed most of this ball game. They had the 39-30 deficit at the halftime break. The Condors in the first half were 7 of 15 from the 2, 5 of 13 from behind the three-point line, shooting a total of 43% on 12 of 28 shooting in that first half, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Individual scoring for the Condors, Tavion Collier with 2 points, 3 points apiece for Christian Brockett and Will Gonzalez, 6 points for Michael Oliver Jr. and Rashad Wilson, and Carlos Harris III led the way in the first half for the Condors with 10 points. For the Millard North in the first half of play, they shot 10 of 17 from the 2, 6 of 17 from the three-point line, shooting a total of 47% in the first half on 16 of 34 shooting. They as well attempted 2 free throws, successful on 1 of them. Scoring for the Mustangs, 2 points apiece for Pierce Muberry and Camden Moniz. 9 points for Neil Mosser, all of those coming from behind the three-point line. Derek Rollins with 12 points to go along with 7 rebounds. And the leading scorer in the first half for the Mustangs was Elijah Gath with 14 points to go along with 6 rebounds. And Gath did a nice job on the offensive end of the floor. Really a dynamic player on the offensive end for the Mustangs as he's able to shoot from behind the three-point line, but he can just as easily put the ball on the floor and really looks to create. But, Jack, you don't know if Gath is going to shoot or if he's going to look to pass, and it just makes it very tough for whoever's trying to defend him.
I'll tell you what, he's been one of the more impressive players along with Rollins in this court today, and he's one of those guys kind of looks like a couple of those guards that Illinois have that can really be a difference maker. 39-30 here at halftime, and a little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy, Illinois halftime show. They're across from Quincy High School. While you're in town, maybe you'll check them out for all your transportation needs. 39-30, the lead for Millard North. We're back with the second half play-by-play after these.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
GSI Grain Bins. Maximize your profitability. From the initial site to developing your custom grain storage plan to the completion of the project. Mixer Lumber Company. We will be with you every step of the way. Mixer Lumber Company, your trusted GSI grain bin dealer.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Well, welcome you back as we complete our halftime show, and Little Jess Motors, our halftime sponsor. Well, the second half here for Curie, what do they need to do to get themselves back into this one and get that lead deficit down, Damon?
Well, Jack, you mentioned it in that first half of play that one of the things that's hurt the Condors was they gave up too many offensive rebounds and allowed for some easy putbacks for the Mustangs. So I think they've got to do a better job of controlling the glass. And then, the other thing for them is it took them a little while to get going, and they've cut it down to 6. They've cut it down to 7 a few times, and then the Mustangs just extend that lead back out. It'll be Condors basketball to start. They've got to get a bucket early and then get a few stops on the defensive end.
Harris is going to throw it in. He'll look for his teammate.
That'll be Brockett.
And Brockett will have it on the right-hand side. That's Minor. Minor played sparingly in the second quarter of the game. Now they try to work it back inside. Now out to Minor. Trying a little inside-out game, trying to free up that three. Minor works left-hand side. Quick to the bucket. No good. Rebound fought for, and Curry, Chicago Curie will control. Now a three in the corner is too long, and the rebound comes off of Urbanic, and it'll go out of bounds. The thing about Millard, they're really doing a nice job getting position, but they're going to have to really find Gath and guard him a little bit closer because he makes everything go for that squad. With the ball in the corner, Gonzalez with it. Tries to work inside. Little runner up from 6, up and good. And the first basket of the second half comes the way of Curry. Let's see how Millard will answer that. Rollins helps bring the ball up with Gath. Those two key players. Urbanic with it. Back out, top of the key, Rollins. Now works it left-hand side. That was Mosser. They throw it around to Urbanic. Inside out. 3 from Mosser in the corner. And Neil Mosser's been a deadly weapon too, and he's got another 3.
Mosser's got a dozen, and they've been via 4 3-pointers.
42-32, the lead for Millard. Right-hand side, Gonzalez, a little backup shot, will not fall. On the rebound, Curry's going to have a man over the back, and I do believe that'll be Collier.
That'll be Collier's second. First foul of the quarter against the Condors.
Q&D will play the third game tonight, and that'll help this crowd out a little bit as they'll play Principia of St. Louis, but an early 4 o'clock game will affect that a little bit in the crowd realm of things. Neil Mosser hands the ball off to Rollins, gets it back out, tries a 3 from out front. Same result, 5 threes for him on the day, and his team leads 45-32, and he's been deadly from outside.
Definitely not what Michael Oliver wanted to see for his Condor squad, as they've given up 6 quick points. They scored the first 2 of the third quarter, have since allowed Neil Mosser to hit a couple of threes, and it's back out to a 13-point Mustangs lead as Harris has the basketball for Curry.
Harris tries to move down low, off the window and good, and that shows you the kind of player that Carlos Harris III is as he gets that bucket and cuts the lead to 45-34. Rollins down low, tied up, jump ball. It'll go the way of Millard.
Nice job there by Carlos Harris III to come in as Gath had made a nice pass, but Rollins had the ball down a little bit low. Harris was able to tie him up, and the Mustangs will have to inbound the basketball there, and they're going to have a wide open layup as Urbanic gets it, and he scores his first 2 points of the ball game.
What a find by Mosser on that. Neil Mosser just waited for the man to break, and we've seen coaches that are good at coaching that. Top of the key, Harris puts it up from the free throw line. It's up and good. And a 47-36 game now in favor of Millard. And they've led from the get-go. Gath, spin move, finds Rollins. What a find back down low, and Rollins has another 2. And the lead back out to 13 at the 5:25 mark. Answer the other way, and a 3 is up and good That's Minor.
Call it a 2 as his foot was on the line. So Minor with his first 2 points of the ball game. And the Condors and Mustangs are trading buckets here in the third quarter.
Right-hand side with the ball is Gaff. Behind the back, loses a dribble, recovers, throws out of it to Rollins. Rollins strong to the bucket, up off the window. It won't fall, gets his own rebound. It goes off of his shoelaces, out of bounds. And so give him a rebound, then a turnover. On the other side for Curie, they're going to bring Rashad Wilson back into the game.
6th turnover of the ball game against the Mustangs. Rollins goes to the bench. Looks like he might have a little bit of blood on his hand.
There's nothing safe in this lead the way Curie can put points up on the board, though, I believe. They really, if they can cut it down on the defensive side. Harris tries his shot. It's going to be blocked, but he's going to be fouled on the play, and we're going to put Harris III at the free throw line to shoot 2.
That'll be Moniz' second, team foul number 1 of the quarter. Carlos Harris III at the line, his first trip to the free throw line in this one for the Condors. He's got 14 of his team's 38 points as they trail with 4:46 to play in the contest by a score of 49-37 as Harris III's first free throw is good.
Pike County Concrete, when you need concrete for your next job, give them a call at 285-5548. Pittsfield and Jacksonville, Illinois. It's Pike County Concrete.
Harris gets them both to go. He's got 16, including 6 here in the third quarter. Back down to a single-digit lead for the Mustangs of Millard North.
Millard North trying to answer the other way. Nice pass off the window, no good, as the man in Mulberry couldn't get it to fall. Harris the other way goes strong, no good. Mulberry with the rebound, and he takes one in the chops, and that'll be a foul against Curie, and that's Harris, I do believe.
Harris will be whistled for his second foul of the quarter against the against the Condors.
So when you get something going for you, you got to try to take care of it, but instead here come the Mustangs the other way. Gaff had it out of bounds, but recovers to Mulberry. Mulberry dribbles out of that, tries to throw it to Gaff, but the ball's taken away by Curie. Down low, they get the ball off the window. It won't fall. Rebound shot up, no good. That rebound and shot was by Wilson. He's going to be fouled on the play by one of the people from the Mustangs.
Pierce Mulberry will be whistled for his first, team foul number 2 of the quarter against the Mustangs. Sends Rashad Wilson to the line. Wilson's got 6 points. He's 1 for 1 from the charity stripe in the ballgame. His team trails 49-40 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Wilson's first is no good.
LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing, 217-285-2808. For all your trucking, for all your needs, call the Dunham Boys and their professional team.
Rollins back into the ballgame for the Mustangs as Mulberry will take a seat. Collier will go to the bench for the Condors as Mason Minor checks back in. Rashad Wilson was unsuccessful on his first free throw attempt. Second one is up, and it is good. Wilson's got 7, and it's now an 8-point lead for Millard North.
That's the closest they've been in the quarter. Corner, answer the other way, 3 up, Urbanic, and there's just an answer after an answer for this Mustang squad as they can hit the 3, 52-41, back to an 11-point lead. With the ball was Bennett, gets it down low. Harris has a little bit of trouble with that, trying to pull out of it into a double team. It'll remain the way of Curie on the alternating possession, but Harris trying to do a little bit too much right now, trying to bring his team back all by himself.
Yeah, just couldn't get control of the basketball right there, as we'll see Rahman check back in for the Mustangs as Moni will take a seat. So it'll be Condors basketball after they get the sweat wiped up there. Condors trailing by a score of 52-41. Still 3:40 to play here in the third quarter. Brockett will inbound for Chicago Curie.
Brockett tries to get a play over deep in the corner for a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound on the ground. Fighting for it was Wilson. Now the ball recovered. And they get it down low. What a recovery down low. Shot up, count the bucket. And a free throw to be shot after. And Minor was the man that was working hard there, and he just worked that ball right into the basket, the 6-foot senior.
Amari Rahman will be whistled for his first, team foul number 3. And Mason Minor at the line, looking to add to his point total in this one. He's got 4 points. His first free throw attempt of the night is on its way, and it is good. He's got 5, and it's an 8-point Mustangs lead. As in the backcourt, Rahman is going to be fouled by Rashad Wilson. That'll be his first, team foul number 3 of the quarter. Here in Illinois, 5 fouls in a quarter puts you at double bonus.
Well, NFHS rules now, I think, all over the nation, actually. So they're all used to it, I do believe. Tried to find a man down low and turned it over as Millard, but they get it right back. In the corner, Urbanic. They hand it off about 3 times, but instead on the ground, they're going to call a foul. Could have had a travel, but instead Minor's going to pick up the foul for Curry.
His first, team foul number 4, and Gath might have been a little bit too unselfish right there as he had the open shot, but he passed it off to one of his teammates, as we'll see Neil Mosser take a seat. Actually, that'll be Camden Moni as Mosser comes into the ballgame.
Major Mosser actually comes into the game, the sophomore, the big man. Rollins, back corner, Urbanic, 3, in, out, won't fall, tip up, no good. Rollins had the rebound, but Curry comes away. They got a little 3-on-2. Down low, Harris goes strong to the bucket, no good, but he forces the man to foul him, and Harris is going to go back to the free throw line, trying to cut into this 8-point lead and get his team a little closer.
Major Mosser's second, team foul number 4 of the quarter. Carlos Harris III at the line for his Condor squad as they trail 52-44. 2:55 to play here in the third quarter. Harris III's first free throw attempt is good.
He's a good one. Plum Creek Golf Course just off Interstate 72 in Winchester. 217-742-9018 for Plum Creek. There'll be time to play golf here pretty soon. We'll get this snow away.
Second one on the way for Harris III. It is good. He's got 18, 8 of those coming here in the third quarter. Closest this one's been for quite some time for the Condors, and they have a chance to cut into that deficit even more.
Turnover, Harris corner, 3-pointer up, no good. Rebound comes off the other way. Shot up, no good by Minor. Ball knocked out by Millard. No, they're going to say it was knocked out by Curry, and I thought maybe they were going to get the bounce that time.
Yeah, they're going to say the ball went off of Carlos Harris III. So it'll be Mustangs basketball. Urbanic with it in the backcourt. He gets it into the front court to Neil Mosser.
Mosser basketball, throws it over to Gath. Strong to the bucket. Little roller will not fall. Rebound comes off to Harris the other way. He wants to run. Little 3-on-3. He'll back it out. Good ball player there. Now Gonzalez for the tray. It won't fall. Gath with the rebound. Gath is simply everywhere. A 52-46 lead for Millard and a timeout. That is an Adams Network Fiber timeout on the court. Top-notch local computer sales and service. 217-214-3423. We're back after these.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
2:11 left third quarter, closest as it's been for quite a while. A 52-46 lead for Millard North Omaha, the Mustangs, as they've had a little trouble taking care of the ball, and they've turned it over 3 or 4 times in this quarter, and Curry's taken advantage of it.
Yeah, Curry's done a nice job here as they've trailed by 9 at the halftime break. Deficit down to 6 right now, and it will be Mustangs basketball coming out of the timeout as Coach Mike Etzelmiller wanted to talk it over a little bit and just slow things down, wanted to change the pace of this ball game.
Link Academy will be taking on Oak Cliff Faith Family in the second game at Blue Devil Gymnasium. Second one here is Father Tolton, and they'll be taking on the school of Louisville High School.
Huntington Express Prep.
Huntington, that's right. We changed the schedule on me a little bit. With the ball out front is Mosser. That's the older Mosser boy, and that is Neal, and he's hit 5 threes. Tries to go down low and puts a shot up. It's going to be blocked on the play, and it'll go the way of Curry after he knocks it off his hand. It'll be Brockett who inbounded the ball. They've got it down in the corner, And back out top of the key, Brockett with it. Now we've got a horn on the play. And what's up?
I don't think they ever reset the shot clock. Yeah.
Got to reset that shot clock, and that's something they're not used to. And I've said this all along. We put the shot clock in Illinois. It's going to take a lot more people running the sidelines for us.
Yep, so we're going to put the shot clock at 25.
That's a guess. They don't go to replay. We could, but they do not. And inbounding it, Gonzalez will be the trigger man at the half-court line as they get everything squared away. With the ball now, top of the key, is Christian Brockett, the 6'2 senior. Trying to cut into that 6-point lead with 1:35 left in the quarter. He goes up under pressure, fouled on the play, and from the free throw line, he can make this a 4-point game.
Neil Mosser will be whistled for his first 15th foul of the quarter against the Mustangs. Christian Brockett at the line for his first free throw attempts of the night. He's got 3 points. First free throw for him is good.
And it makes you kind of wonder a little bit if Curry's kind of getting their feet under him after getting off of that bus a little bit late.
Well, and I think
they've cut it to 5.
And they've done it so on the defensive end as they picked up their defensive intensity here in the third quarter as Brockett knocked down both of his free throws. It's down to a 4-point Mustangs lead.
Now Gath with it, front court, gets it to Mosser, back to Gath, strong to the bucket. Scoop shot no good, fouled on the play, and Gath falls to the floor in front of that big pad on the, let's see, that would be the east side of this gymnasium if I got my directions right now.
Rashad Wilson whistled for his second 15 foul of the quarter, so Elijah Gath will go to the line. He's got 14 points scoreless here in the third quarter. His first free throw attempts of the night are on the way. First one for him is good.
We can tell you that Waters Concrete, Tim Waters, offers quality concrete for your next build. Give him a call at 309-252-1052.
Gath at the line for the Mustangs. First free throw for him was good. He gets them both, so it's back to a 6-point Mustangs lead. They've led by as many as 14. The Condors had cut it down to 4. It's now at 6 with 1:15 to play in the third quarter.
But just third quarter, Gonzalez, long 3 out front, and he cuts that lead in half, 54-51 with the 3. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Curry came to play back here now with a fake, shot up and good by Gath, and what a tremendous ball fake that time to get the scoop shot back to a 5-point game, 56-51, 50 seconds to play in the quarter. Curry on the left-hand side, runner up and good.
That's Minor.
Minor puts it in, and it's a 56-53 lead. 41 seconds left in the quarter, nobody waiting for one here. Mosser, corner, Gath, leaves it off Rollins, strong to the bucket. Window can't get it to fall. Rebound comes off the other way, and that's to Monique. He gets the ball on the left-hand side, three-pointer up and good, and we are suddenly tied at 56, first tie of the ball game with 20 seconds left in the quarter. How about this quarter for Curry? Mosser with it, top of the key, strong to the bucket, runner up, won't fall. Gonzalez with the rebound, 10 seconds left for the lead. Minor, nice pass up Harris, good, and we've got our first lead change of the ball game as 2-1, and the quarter comes to an end. 3 quarters in the book. We'll check on that first lead change. Curry with the lead, 58-56, fighting it back after trailing by 9. Fourth quarter play-by-play on Central Illinois Sports comes your way after these.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
4 lead changes in the ball game, but after leading by as much as, about 14 points, I think, Millard has lost the lead now to Curie and a 58-56 Curie lead. How they shooting, Damo?
Well, after 3 quarters, Millard North shooting 22 of 46 from the field for 48%. The Condors of Chicago Curie 21 of 46 from the field for 46%. It'll be Mustangs basketball to start the 4th quarter, trailing for the first time in quite some time.
Rollins, Gath, Mosser. Also in the game is Monet. A 3 up by Gath, no good. Rollins rebound, has the ball knocked away. He's fouled on the play, and Rollins is still on the court, and he looks a little slow to get up.
Foul's going to be whistled against Rashad Wilson. That'll be his 3rd. First foul of the quarter.
Got the trainer down there checking him out, I do believe. Rollins seems to be okay, kind of wiping the sweat from his face.
As Tavion Collier will check into the ballgame for the Condors. Wilson will go to the bench with those 3 fouls.
So the foul on the play should put the ball out of bounds the way of Millard North. 5 fouls in a quarter will get you 2 free throws now in the rule change this year. And they're not going to make Rollins lead the game. I thought when they stopped the game for a little bit, he'd have to come out, and he will.
Well, I think he's actually bleeding. He might be bleeding above his right eye.
Pierce Mowberry into the game, and Rollins will come out, and they'll tend to him. They'll need to get him back in. He's a valuable part. Mosser will be the inbound man. Swings it around to Monet. Now to Urbanik, and now a foul on the play, and that's going to go the way of Curie.
Foul's going to be whistled against Will Gonzalez. That'll be his first. Team foul number 2.
You know, I think a lot of teams are starting to build those fouls up in the 4th quarter so they can put the other team to the free throw line if they need to. Mosser, the trigger man, under the bucket. Gets the ball to Monet. Looks back down low. Can't find anything. Back out Mosser for another tray. It's no good, but he's fouled on the play. Not 1, not 2, but 3 free throws coming his way for Neil Mosser.
Yeah, Gonzalez will be whistled for his 2nd, so he's picked up 2 quick fouls. 3 fouls for the Condors in the first 25 seconds of the 4th quarter. That will send Neil Mosser to the line for 3 free throws for the Mustangs. Mosser's good on the first, so give him 16 points. His first point of the night from anywhere behind the 3-point line. Mosser's 2nd is on its way, and it is good. Gives us our 2nd tie of the ball game at 58.
Illini Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Go to IlliniHospital.org for more information.
Mosser couldn't get the 3rd to go. Tavion Collier skied high for his 3rd rebound of the ball game.
Harris with the ball, top of the key, hands it off to Gonzalez, who's been a key part of this. Harris back to Gonzalez, a little 2-man show now. Back out to Harris, top of the key. 7:15 left in regulation, knotted up at 58 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Jack Hull, John Hull, and Damon Emmerich bringing it to you here. Little tricky dribble on the side. Brockett now gets the ball to Gonzalez, and he hits it from 12. And Curie back to the lead, this time 60-58 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. The other way with the ball is Monet. Camden Monet leaves it off to Gath. Gets it to Mosser. Mosser drives to the bucket, hangs on, can't get it to fall. Rebound Gonzalez the other way. A little 3-on-2. Gonzalez long step off the window and good. He gives his team a 4-point lead. 62-58. Curie came to play here in the second half.
It's the largest lead of the ball game for the Condors at 4.
Now Gaff long to the bucket, but he's fouled on the trip in, and the fouls are really mounting up quickly here in the 4th quarter for Curie.
They're going to get Minor for that foul, so Mason Minor will be whistled for his 2nd. 4th team foul against the Condors.
Don't forget about Sheila Davidsmeyer, your Northwestern Mutual agent for all your financial needs, bringing us our replays today on Central Illinois Sports. Ball comes out, Mosser, top of the key. Urbanik, corner. With it now is
Mewberry.
Mewberry in there still for Rollins, who had to sit down with the blood. Now Gaff, top of the key, Mosser. Mosser from about 28, and he buries it. The spike line at the free throw line makes it a 62-61 game. cuts into that 4-point lead, a 1-point ball game. What a shot from out front for Mosser. What's he got, 18?
He's got 20 in the ball game now, as we'll see Carlos Harris III will go to the line to shoot 2 for the Condors as he was fouled. There were 2 Mustangs there. Foul's going to be whistled on Pierce Newberry. That's his second. First foul of the quarter. Carlos Harris III at the line for the Condors. Harris has 20 points. He is 4 for 4 from the line in this one. A chance to add to his team's lead. Successful on the first.
63-61. Bowlers Universe is open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Friday till midnight, Saturday 4 p.m. to midnight. Great food, cold drinks, all at the Bowlers Universe in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Major Mosser checked back in for the Mustangs as Newberry took a seat. Carlos Harris' second free throw is up, and it is good. He's got 22. It's back to a 3-point lead for the Condors of Chicago Curie.
And we have not seen Rollins back, correct?
Correct. He is still sitting on the bench there, but hasn't no signs of checking back in as we see Elijah Gaff put 2 points up real quick for the Mustangs. And their head coach will take a timeout. We'll take it to Chicago Curie 64, Millard North 63. This is an Adams Network timeout.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
5:42 left in regulation here. Will 32 minutes be enough? 64-63, the Curie lead after the timeout. And what is the timeout situation now? Let's see.
It'll be 2 timeouts for Millard North. The Condors have 4 timeouts still to go.
Inbounding the ball is Gonzalez. Brockett with it in the backcourt, facing a little charity pressure now in that 1-2-2 3-quarter court. They get the ball to Harris in the corner for the 3, in and out, no good. Long rebound, Gonzalez. He's been very active here in the second half. His team leads by 1 with 5:25 left, and now we got to see what they're going to reset the shot clock as it hit the rim and no reset on it. They're going to put 30 back on there. That's a kind of a little bit different thing for the officials to have to be looking out for another part of that. So 30 seconds back on the shot clock, game clock at 5:23. Means you have to inbound it, no pressure here, but that can be a difference maker sometime in the game too when you have to inbound. Gonzalez and Brockett out front. Where's Harris? Working it on the left-hand side. In the corner, Gonzalez with it. Back out Brockett. Now they'll roll the ball around. Brockett gets it again as the trigger man to Gonzalez. Little runner up and good. Gonzalez has been a tremendous help to this Curie Condor team. 66-63 the lead, and we're under 5 minutes left in regulation. Gath with it. You can tell that Curry's kind of picked the defense up, tried to get him into the double team. He drives out of that, leaves it corner. Urbanic for the 3, in and out, no good. Gath keeps it alive to the younger Mosser boy, and he gets knocked around, but Major Mosser hangs on. Now the ball knocked away, turnover. Little pass, quick down low. Minor shot up, won't fall. Rebound, Gath is going to save. No, Gath's going to get the save as the man in Urbanic saves the day for just a moment. Millard gets it to Major Mosser, the 6'6" sophomore. He plays big out there. My goodness, he does a nice job. His brothers put up a ton of points. Down low, little scoop shot, won't fall. That's kind of their trademark, and Harris gets the rebound for Curie. Team's up by 3, 4 minutes left in regulation. He'll back it back out, and he has been a steady force for this team in the second half. Christian Brockett, right-hand side Minor, looks down low, can't find anything. Now we'll find Gonzalez. Little quick dribble, he'll back it back out and reset the offense. He's got Mosser on him, and that's Neil Mosser. Now top of the key. Good defense. Minor backs it up. Now Gonzalez tries to tray, and whoa! He hit a big one there. 69-63. That's their biggest lead of the ball game for Curie. 3:30 left. We told you Nothing safe right now. The other way. That'll be a 3 up, and the answer, good by Monet. Camden Monet answers the other way, 69-66. Fun basketball game here. We're not used to seeing quite this much scoring in this fast-paced shooting, Damon.
And we're seeing some up and down action right now as Curie will look to slow things down just a little bit as we approach the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Condors with the basketball and the lead, but they're going to take a timeout. We'll take it to Chicago Curie 69, Millard North 66. It's an Adams Network timeout.
Luke and Aaron Fessler at Fessler Insurance are here to help you with all of your insurance needs. Fessler Insurance, a Country Financial agency, provides life, health, auto, home, and farm insurance. Trust your insurance needs to the local folks at Fessler Insurance. Call for a quote today at 217-285-4429 or stop by at 1165 West Washington Street in Pittsfield for Fessler Insurance.
At Farmers State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmers State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmers State Bank. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Well, if you've been with us the whole game, it was a 39-30 lead for Millard North from Omaha at the end of the first half. But right now, a 69-66 lead the other way. So 39 points scored by this squad from Curie in the second half. And that means they've given up, 27, I guess. That be right? Yeah, 27.
That is correct.
Yeah. So 39-27 in the second half. Curie with the lead, and they've got the 3-point lead. Curie called the timeout, and it'll be their basketball. Harris will inbound. He'll get it in the backcourt to Brockett. And they'll reset things. Will Curie, as he'll bring it across the timeline.
10 seconds on the shot clock.
Little spin move. Harris leaves it off the corner. Quickly to the bucket. Finds the rim. That'll reset the clock, and Curie gets the offensive board. Now they'll reset. Curie with it to Harris. A new 35 on the shot clock with 2:35 left in the game. Harris on the right side. Good defense by the squad from Millard North. Back out. Harris tries a little runner. They're really watching him. Now Minor's showing good ball control. All five guys can really take care of the basketball. Gonzalez has been the man of the hour, the 6'6 senior. Down low, shot up, will not fall. Put back up and good.
By Collier.
Collier gets the bucket. He hadn't had many, but that's a big one.
It's a backbreaker right there as they played great defense and then gave up the offensive rebound and putback.
2 minutes left in the game, 71-66. Runner up by Gath. Can you imagine? Sure you can, because that kid's a player too. 71-68. How many for Gath now?
Gath's got 22 points and 8 rebounds.
Two guys with 20 points or more, and a third not far from that. On the other side, here's Minor trying to work down low. Shot blocked, man free. Gath coast to coast, off the window. They try to block it, could not. Gath makes it a 1-point game. 71-70 with 1:25 left in regulation. Curie with the basketball in the lead. Out front, Curie will control things. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. 1:17 left on the game clock. Down low, Harris leaves it off down low. Collier again, up and good, and a timeout on the court. An Adams Network timeout. FollowTheFiber.net from Adams, 73-70 Curie, back in 30.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
1:10 left in regulation. 73-70 is the lead for Curie here. 1:10 left in the quarter, and two timeouts left on each side with 1:10 left in regulation. We've had 5 lead changes, I do believe, in the game now. And Curry's got the arrow on the held ball possession here on Central Illinois Sports. Glad you've joined us for game 1 of 4 coming your way. Our second game tonight will be Father Tolton taking on Huntington Express Prep, and we will bring you that in just a little while. Let's get Damon back up for us. Everything okay with you?
Oh, we're good.
Okay. 73-70, Curry with the lead. It'll be Millard's ball, length of the court to go, and the way they've hit threes, this lead's not safe at this time. Gath with it, the backcourt. He'll draw Harris on him. Leaves it off to Mosser. Mosser will work it across the timeline. 25 seconds left in the shot clock. Gath finds Rollins, who's back in the game. Long stop, fouled on the play by Curry.
Foul be whistled against Derek Dowdle. That's his first. 5th team foul, so it's going to send Derek Rollins to the line for the Mustangs. Rollins is 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. He's got 14 points, and only 2 of those here in the second half.
He's been missing after that injury.
Yeah, saw him check back in about a minute ago as he's at the line where his first free throw attempt is good.
Damon Emmerich, Great River Bank, here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Call Damon at 217-285-4404.
Tavion Collier back in for the Condors. His team's got the 73-71 lead. 56 seconds to play here in regulation on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. As Rollins gets them both, he's got 16, and it's a 1-point Condor lead as they have the basketball into the hands of their all-star, Carlos Harris III.
I was going to say, who else would have it in their hands with 45 seconds left with a 1-point lead but the man going to the University of Illinois in Chicago. Harris leaves it to Gonzalez. He's been deadly in the second half. Nice find down low. Collier's got another bucket, and it's a 75-72 lead, a 3-point lead with 30 seconds left. Mosser, top of the key, leaves it off Rollins. Corner for the tie. Urbanic, it won't fall. Rebound comes off the other way. That's Harris into the double team, and Curry calls the timeout. An Adams Network timeout. Adams Fiber, your local, providing the ultimate internet experience. Wi-Fi 6 and internet packages, speeds up to 1 gigabit. Visit followthefiber.net.
Every day, banks touch every corner of our lives. They support us when we turn life's goals into accomplishments. Goals like opening a small business, buying a home, planting a crop, having a baby. From your first car to life after retirement, Central State Bank is there for all of your life's milestones. CSB is central to your banking needs. Visit us in Clayton, Kinderhook, Pittsfield, Pleasant Hill, and Quincy, or at csb123.com. Central State Bank wishes all of the teams well on the hardwood this week.
75-72, the lead for Curry. They have the basketball. 19.9 seconds left. And Millard North only has 1 foul, so they've got to foul 4 times to put them at the free throw line with less than 20 seconds left. They need to steal bad. Even though they led by substantial margins in this game, Curry's really fought back. You could tell after they kind of got their feet under him after they were late getting here and a late start, they really turned up the defensive pressure.
Yeah, they've done a nice job here in this second half. And the thing about it here, right here for the Mustangs of Millard North, is they cannot afford to really try to go for that steal. They've got to foul right away. If they can get the steal on the pass, great. But with having only 1 foul with 19.9 seconds to play, they're going to have to foul quickly.
Gonzalez wants to inbound, and there's a foul before the ball's even thrown in. And that's really what you probably want if you're Millard North. Monet will be the man with the foul.
And that's Monet's 3rd, team foul number 2. So we've got the, yep.
Oh, they got a problem with the game clock. They've got 8 minutes on the clock, and so we'll have to reset that. Should be back at 19-9 because no time should have went off the clock. It was 19-9 when we went to the timeout, and so I'm going to believe that is true. Now, a minute and 99 seconds, and I've never even seen that before. Trying to get it to 19-9, but they got to move it over a little bit. My math teacher said you got to move the decimal over somewhere, right? I guess that's a colon. That's not a decimal, though. Yeah. We're waiting for them to get that situated. Stay tuned for the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. We'll also name our Derek Harris, Edward Jones Financial Services Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports and set you up for your next game. Now, you will have to go out of this game and come back into the next game to be able to get the start on that, because each one's a separate game file for you. We're working on it. There, you know.
Everybody's working the kinks out in this one.
I will tell you, I have no idea. Oh, 19-6, so they tried to set it. Yeah, but 19-9, 19-6, a lot of difference.
I think they need to go .0199.
They're going to go with 20 seconds and give you a tenth of a second here. Let's see how that works out. They're going to make it work. Gonzalez will be the man that inbounds. Here we go. 3-point game. The team with the 3-point lead has the ball in Curie. Gonzalez looking. They get the ball to Harrison. He breaks away. Now they're going to try to foul him with 17.2 seconds left. And that'll be the third team foul against
Rollins will be whistled for his second.
And then you got to get him to miss a free throw to have a chance too. So Curie well in hand here. They don't get a steal. Now foul away from the ball before the clock ticks on. That'll be the fourth foul against Millard, and that's what you want.
Gath's first, fourth team foul.
Next one will put him at the free throw line to shoot two. Gonzalez gets the ball into his teammate. Oh, close to a travel. No call in the corner. Ball loose out front. Gonzalez has it. No foul on the play. Down to 9 seconds. And then a foul on the left-hand side. Well, Gonzalez is going to be the man that got fouled by Mosser.
Mosser's second, fifth team foul. And I would say when Collier had the ball over on the right wing, that would have been the man that the Mustangs really were going to try to foul, but they couldn't get there in time. So it sends Will Gonzalez to the line. His first free throw attempts of the night will come after this timeout from Millard North. 75-72, Chicago Curie leading Millard North. We're back after this Adams Network timeout.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with Dot, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. Like, it's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose Dot.
When your life needs opportunity, Dot Foods is the place that lots of people are working these days, a good place for employment. 75-72, the lead for Curie. 9 seconds left on the clock. Gonzalez to the free throw line. He's had a good second half in this game. Has he been to the charity stripe today?
Be the first free throw attempts of the night on the way for Gonzalez, who has 17 points. 3 of those coming in the first half. So 14 second half points here, as we'll see Derek Dowdle check in for Chicago Curie. His team with the 75-72 lead. 9 seconds left to play here in this one. And the Condors will be at the line with a chance to make this a 2-possession game if Will Gonzalez can make one of his 2 free throw attempts. As we said, first free throw attempts of the night underway for Gonzalez, as Michael Oliver will send all of his Condors away from the free throw line and say, we'll leave it into the hands of our 6'6 senior Will Gonzalez. First free throw for him is up, and it is good.
By the way, Curie will play Father Tolton at 10:30 tomorrow morning at Blue Devil Gymnasium. And another free throw here could give him a 5-point lead, 2-possession game with just 9 seconds left.
And the Mustangs are going to have to push the ball into the front court quickly to try to get points on the board, as Gonzalez's second free throw is good.
They get the ball to Gath. Gath across the timeline on the right-hand side. He'll put up a 3 from there. In and out, no good. Rebound up and good. And a timeout called as the man putting it up is Monet. We're going to keep it right here. 1.3 seconds left. The 77-74 lead. Well, it's a 1-minute timeout. So we'll take a quick timeout here. Come back and call the rest of this one for you on Central Illinois Sports.
You're getting thirsty. Bold. Refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
What a comeback in the second half after trailing by 9 at halftime. Chicago Curie showing why they're one of the top teams in the state of Illinois. They're going to try to move to 19-1, and they're highly rated, what, 2A basketball, is that right? I think they're
3A.
Are they 3A?
Either way, we've seen, especially in this second half, we've seen why they are coming to this ballgame with a record of 18-1. Carlos Harris III kept them in the ballgame in the first half, and then his classmate Will Gonzalez, that is, has really taken over here in the second half, scoring 16 of his 19 points in the second 16-minute period of this ballgame.
I'm trying to tell you it's impossible, but it's almost impossible here unless you make a three on the steal here, because even if you foul, now they'll throw the ball out of bounds to the next man, and they do get into Gonzalez. He fouls, but only 0.4 seconds left, and so going down to seal the deal for the Curie squad is Gonzalez, I do believe.
Yeah, Rollins will be whistled for the foul. That'll be his third. And to the other end goes Will Gonzalez. He just knocked down a pair of free throws from there in this one.
Chance for Curie to complete the deal here with Gonzalez at the free throw line. They're putting 1.1 seconds back on the clock instead of 0.4. Still pretty, if you make a free throw, it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, the Condors are 13 for 15 from the line in this one.
That's impressive.
That's really been the difference maker for them, especially here in the second half, as Gonzalez will ice this game away as he knocks down his first free throw, gives him 20 points for the ball game, and gives his team the 78-74 lead. They've led by as many as 6. They lead by 4 right now and make it 5.
79-74, a long shot at the buzzer. Off the backboard, no good. We have reached the Illini Community Hospital Blessing Health Services postgame show. 79-74. Curie with the win over Millard of Nebraska. We're back on the postgame show after these.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. It wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
79-74, the final here on the Illini Community Hospital postgame show. Damon with some final stats.
Well, taking a look at shooting, first off in this one, for Millard North, they finished the ball game shooting 28 of 58 from the field for 48%. They had 11 turnovers in the ball game. They led by as many as 14 points. That was in the first half of play, before ultimately falling by a score of 79-74. Individual scoring for the Mustangs, Pierce Newberry with 2 points, 5 points for Grant Urbanek, Camden Moniz with 7 points, 16 points for Derek Rollins, Neil Mosser with 20, and Elijah Gaff led the way in that ball game for the Mustangs with 24 points. For the Condors of Chicago, Curie, as we said, trailed by as many as 14 points, led by as many as 6 before ultimately winning by 5 points. Scoring in this one for the Condors looks like this. 5 points for Christian Brockett, 6 for Michael Oliver Jr., 7 points for Rashad Wilson, Mason Miner with 10 points. Will Gonzalez finishes with 21 points, including 18 of those in the second half of play. And the leading scorer in the ballgame for the Condors was Carlos Harris III with 22 points.
Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports, and Will Gonzalez with 18 points in the second half will be our player of the game. Final score 79-74. That's a win for Chicago Curie over Millard North. And we'll be back with our next game coming your way in just a little while.